Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's me, Millie Money. How's everybody doing this fine morning? All right, man, we got another simulation. Should have a good one. We got Timberwolves versus Pacers. So, man, it should be a good game. Let's check it out and see who pulls this off for tonight. All right, man. Let's get into it.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. You look at Indiana. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
And seeing where Indiana is, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the one. And for Indiana, here we go. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, it's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And, Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you've got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Turner. Halliburton with it. Back to Turner. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. The shot. The rebound by Turner. And here are the Pacers now. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Conley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Gobert. Count that one.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Outside Turner to the inside. Nembhard makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Outside Edwards. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Pass to Nembhard. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bounce pass Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Randle, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Randle's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers, and they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jaden McDaniels.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here's Siakam. A 26-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Offensive rebound. Randle on the follow.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Halliburton against Conley. Outside Turner. Pass to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with a screen on Edwards. Here's Nembhard. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Edwards. Minnesota in the lead. McDaniels passes to Conley. Now Edwards. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Edwards got 5.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Siakam a screen on Edwards. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Pacers trail by 5. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. Turner with a screen on Randle. Trying to end the drought. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Julius Randle picks one up. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Siakam hits them both.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Now here is Conley. Still without a basket. Pass to Edwards. High post try. That one falls. Pacers trail by 5. Siakam with it, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Now I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Pacers in 5th.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Here's Nesmith. No scoring in this one. Turner with it. Now defended by Gobert. Siakam against Randall. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
No good on the free throw. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And he's good on the second. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Pass to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Siakam's got 8 points.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch, and with these results, you understand why.
DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Now DiVincenzo. Gobert the screen. To the middle. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
What a finish by Gobert, absorbing the foul to earn an and-one trip.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And that one misses. The Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play 2 bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
Now, here's Siakam. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now here's Conley. He has yet to score, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
A moment here to see some stats for Anthony Edwards. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable, averaging about 27 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And when Mathurin takes it inside, good things happen. Been a physical guard who can use that athleticism.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Nice jump shot. Good. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. The Pacers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Nembhard, covered by Conley. Siakam, a screen on Conley. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
You can tell Siakam has this action down. He knows just when to roll off the pick and receive the ball.
Back to Conley. And he lays it straight in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Nembhard finds Turner. Indiana moving it around. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. To the paint. And it's Turner finishing it off.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Reed. Down low. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence, going right up with the shot.
Siakam against Reed. Now Siakam. He's got 10. The 3 hits the 3-point bomb. Siakam's got 13.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Outside Conley. Gobert against Turner. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the wide open shot from Reed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Halliburton comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. Timberwolves also changing it up. McDaniels, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Alexander-Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And in front of you there are some first-year players putting an injection of defense into the second half of the season. The rookie steal leaders since the All-Star break. .141 left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Reed with a screen on Halliburton. The shot's good from Alexander-Walker.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's McConnell. 8 points his last outing. Siakam against Reed. Siakam outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Pass to Reed. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Toppin. And then Toppin with the jam.
Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Timberwolves trail by 5. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. Reed with a screen on Mathurin. And that one's good by Clark.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now, here's Halliburton. He had 16 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. They've got Benedict Mathurin. Toppin is out there with Bradley. Then it's Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Halliburton buries it down low. Halliburton's got the lead up to 7 now for Indiana.
Halliburton in his bag for sure right now, showing you everything he's got, including the soft touch.
Here's Alexander Walker. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And here's Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. Off with the layup. Timberwolves trail by 7. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Now, here's Clark. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Toppin. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Stolen by Reed. To the middle. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Mathurin passes to McConnell. Halliburton looking around. Reed with the block.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Indiana.
Thomas Bryant.
Just 5 on the clock. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Halliburton outside. DiVincenzo against McConnell. To the inside. Here's Bryant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And he makes the first. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Toppin. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
McConnell against DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniels. He's tightly guarded. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Back to Bryant. A fader. And that's off the glass and in. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
Clark against Mathurin. Clark outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Halliburton. Shoots from the baseline. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Indiana leading by 3. Here's McConnell. Still yet to score. Here's Halliburton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Reed. Here's McDaniels. DiVincenzo with it. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans. Ryan against Reed. Count it, good. Reed's got his first 2 points.
Hard to take everything away from Reed because he has such a versatile skill set.
When Naz Reed is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton. Pass to Reed. This one for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Walker is screen on DiVincenzo. With his first shot attempt, a shot by McConnell, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. For Indiana, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. McConnell against DiVincenzo. Now, here's McConnell. Defense is right there. Halliburton against Clark. Halliburton outside. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Timberwolves have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's Randall, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
That free throw good from Randall. Both good from the line that time. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Turner. He had 22 points in the win against Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Nembhard. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. There's the drive. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Dillingham's got his first bucket of the night. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Siakam finds Nembhard. And here is Neesmith. Siakam outside. Halliburton against Conley. Halliburton, that's good.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Randall dishes to Gobert. Pass to Conley. Dillingham with it. Now Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Aaron Neesmith.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
The first one falls. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Here's Conley, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Randall outside, fires for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Siakam finds Nembhard. Turner with the screen for Siakam. Out to Turner. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
You can see how Edwards has really developed and worked on his handle. It's become a strength of his game.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Naz Reid.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Siakam. That shot missing. Randall with some nice D. Edwards inside. Defended by Mathurin. That's good from Edwards on the assist from Randall.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Back to Nembhard. On the wing, Mathurin. Edwards defending. Siakam's shot is off.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Mathurin against Conley. Lock at 6. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. Siakam outside. Pass to Nesmith. Mathurin with the ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Mathurin's got 8.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside Mathurin. Back to Siakam. From 12 feet out, Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. They get the rebound. And here's Edwards from the arc.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Oh, he got it!
Nice call.
He beats the buzzer!
Count it up.
Oh, big time shot!
How about that?
Woo.
Yo!
Wow.
way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent and real together.
You got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game. I know we're always impartial, but are either of you guys pulling for a favorite here?
Well, as long as someone wins, I'm happy. When someone wins, we win.
That's right, because when someone wins, we get to leave and go home.
Wow, you talk about a couple of selfless teammates. Wonder what that's like. And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Now Edwards. Following the three-point attempt by
Are you kidding me? Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nembhard with it. Edwards defending. Nembhard the pass to Halliburton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Michael Conley picks one up. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
First one falls for him. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum level capability. His turnover numbers outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Turner. Nembhard finds Halliburton. Shoots from 14. Jump shot is good. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Randall passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The three. Another shot. And it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Edwards defending. Nembhard the pass to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Neesmith. Back to Turner. Halliburton outside. Halliburton is double. And Siakam has it in the corner. Over Randall. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Edwards gets to Conley. Here's Randall, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Chance here to take a look at the numbers for McDaniels, averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Here's Neesmith. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Halliburton for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Left side, Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Outside for Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
That's good from Halliburton.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
Halliburton hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Now Nembhard. Turner with a screen on Edwards. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 5. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Randall with the ball. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got 9 points now in just the second half. Indiana's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Halliburton against Conley. The 11-footer. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Halliburton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Whenever that mid-range jump shot is available, Halliburton is going to take advantage of it. He's a really good passer, but also an opportunistic scorer.
Now here's Edwards, and he has 28 points for the game. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Neesmith. McDaniels defending. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Michael Conley picks one up.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
To the paint. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got rebound number 5 here tonight. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Out to the wing. Randall with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton. Outside Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Now, here is Halliburton. 21 points in the game. Now Randall, outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Over Siakam. Edwards can't hit.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Now, here's Siakam. Cranes the three-pointer. Siakam's got 24 points.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Edwards looking it over. Shoots over Nembhard. Edwards can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Halliburton. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 31. Shoots over Nembhard. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Conley against Mathurin. And the layup is good. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
And Halliburton slams it in. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Siakam. Randall no good. And it's the Pacers ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Turner. Now here is Halliburton. Over by Conley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
No good on that one.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
And Indiana making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. The Timberwolves trail. And here is DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Reid with a screen for Clark. Randall outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock to stop the run. No good from Clark. Indiana's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's McConnell. Still scoreless. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. Shoots over Reid. Shots good by Siakam. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Toppin against Randall. Reid with a screen on Toppin. Randall from outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the right side. Here's McConnell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots. T.J. McConnell.
First free throw is good. Walker's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Both shots good from the stripe. Randall with the ball. He's got 10. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
A moment to see the stats for Pascal Siakam. Just an incredible month of basketball, putting up about 22 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Reed in the post. Siakam's there. Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Outside Mathurin.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. And Dillingham subbed in for Clark. Pacers leading by 4. Siakam, right side. Miller grabs the miss. Minnesota shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Reed, the dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And that one falls for Reed.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
Now, here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Siakam outside. From downtown, Einard pulls it in. The Timberwolves shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Minot for the lead. The Pacers pull it in.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Mathurin. To the inside. Fades and shoots. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Reed's got 10 points in the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mathurin, good.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team, Greg, to be more physical and aggressive.
Something we hear often from Coach Carlisle, urging his team to play tough and physical.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Walker. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now, here is Halliburton. Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. And then Toppin with the jam.
Hey, I'll say this about Halliburton. He is a great decision maker. You won't see him mess up the pick and roll very often.
DiVincenzo against Halliburton. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. McConnell scanning the floor. Halliburton in the corner. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now, Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Mathurin. From outside, off the mark. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in.
At the line, for the Pacers, Mathurin. One shot.
Pretty easy to get excited about Benedict Mathurin's potential. He's got a high motor and a terrific set of athletic skills and the ability to knock it down.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Defended by Mathurin. Ingles with a screen on Mathurin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Benedict Mathurin. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
And the first one drops. Miller's checked in for Joe Ingles. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. McConnell passes to Toppin. Halliburton with it. And finished off by Halliburton.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Reed with a screen on Mathurin. Here's Alexander Walker. Banked in off the glass. Alexander Walker's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. McConnell kicks to Halliburton. Four on the shot clock. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. DiVincenzo against Halliburton. Pass to Alexander Walker. Puts up a 3 and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Now, here's Walker. Inside. Here's Toppin. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Halliburton against DiVincenzo. There's the triple. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here is Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Toppin. Over Miller. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down to 4 on the bucket from Toppin.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Alexander Walker, and a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Indiana moving it around. Here's Halliburton. Misses, and he wants that one back. Timberwolves leading by 4. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Dillingham. Now, DiVincenzo. Now, Alexander Walker. From deep three-point land. Doesn't go that time. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton on the wing. Here's Toppin, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
DiVincenzo kicks to Miller. Reed with a screen on Walker. Here's Miller, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Miller.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Edwards, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dillingham. Now, here is Halliburton. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Halliburton's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Edwards with it. Nembhard covering. Outside Edwards. Puts up a deep three. Another miss by Minnesota. Pacers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Halliburton for three. Miller grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Conley kicks to Miller. Pass to Gobert. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Making a play right there. Gobert just using his size.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
The Pacers making a switch here. Neesmith is checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in for Miller.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
Nembhard with it. Edwards defending. Here's Siakam. Pass to Turner. 4 on the clock. Back to Siakam. Fires the three. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Siakam's got 29 in the game.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Conley finds Edwards. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Siakam inside. He's defended by Randall. Halliburton against Conley. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Wednesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Thunder, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, they're doing really good work at the free throw line this half. I think that bodes well for their chances to close this game out.
And here is Siakam. Down low, here's Turner. No good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Now here's McDaniels. D right on him. Pass to Conley. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Nembhard. And so Indiana again turning it over. Timberwolves leading by 3. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Pass to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Gobert calling for the ball in moments like these. Big-time games under his belt.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Pacers trail by 5. Nembhard with it. Outside Turner. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Now here's Edwards. Now here's Randall. Randall is doubled. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly. Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
Conley sets a screen for Edwards. Randall outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here is Halliburton. And there it is for him. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Outside Conley. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Who else but Mike Conley? This guy seems to always come up in the big moments.
Here's Halliburton.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Tyrese Halliburton, 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Here's Edwards. Nembhard grabs the board. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. The shot by Turner no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Aaron Nesmith.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
Hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Known as a versatile and tremendous defender, McDaniels also continues to make real good progress as a scorer.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Halliburton against Conley. High, arcing shot, and it goes down 2 points.
Big-time shot by Halliburton, and his team and coaches say, in Tyrese, we trust.
From 12 feet out, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Edwards got 34.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
It drops, and now they trail by just 4.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic. Coming up big in the clutch, McDaniels with the highlight reel hoop.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Outside for Halliburton. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Shoot 2. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. And so Minnesota takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, what did the bench do to help you get this win tonight?
They've been huge. You know, they brought us back in the game, and everyone contributed. You know, it wasn't an easy night for us at the beginning, but we kept fighting, and it's a big win for us.
I'm sure you want to keep it going, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Man, that was a pretty good game, y'all. Shit, I said so myself. I can't even, said it was a good one. See which way it went. Pacers and Timberwolves was a good game. Kept me entertained. All right, y'all. I'm ended here. You know, we gotta check this game out tonight. See who pulls it off. You know, like I said, it should be a good one even watching the live. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, supporting my streams, supporting my channel. If you don't follow me, I appreciate it if you would. YouTube or Twitch, Millie_Money. All your support counts. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. And I'll come back soon enough, y'all. All right.